Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Down. 180.
Yes, Mike.
Watch the pass. Check.
Check it back.
Right.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
58, boy. 58. 93. 93. That's it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
180. Go 58-1. Later 1.
Throwing on second and long. Carr, they're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Go.
The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check that. 30.
On play action, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Play action. Now Wentz. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
To throw, it's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on fourth down last year, and they're going here. Room to run inside the 40. This will be caught by Brown. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. The tackle made by Ken Crawley. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. To throw again on second down. Wentz. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They run, Devontae Freeman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to a speedy wide-out Goodwin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Ingram. A heck of a move.
Man.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. To throw is Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Monday, down. 280.
Let's go. Got double tight. Double tight.
Later, 2.
Hey,
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
185. Right Monday, down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shit. Watch the
X3. 218, chopper.
618. That's it.
Carr now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now, Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Single receiver. Hey,
they fake the give. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Watch 10.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5. And a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Here we go, back pass. Waiting.
It's caught by Sanders. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Done. 180.
Watch left. He's done.
Hey, empty.
Wentz to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, 734.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah,
Hey, Echo.
right there. Watch the run, watch the run. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. He lets this one fly toward the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Watch out.
On play action, it's Wentz. Able to slither by. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him. On the year.
It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Wide, get wide. Jumper.
Wentz. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders. His second touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
58 to Mike, 58. 58.
Score. Watch it slant. Watch it slant. Watch it slant.
Now Carr. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go. 20. 25
to Mike. Here we go.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's going to be a long day.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football up and to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 20!
Shotgun now for Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Down. You ready?
Mike, watch the out. Watch the out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
What now? You want it, eh?
Mike, 54. I don't think you got it, sir.
That's it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Larry Fitzgerald. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Von Miller able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, Gates with a grab. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Wentz. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man, I got you.
Wentz now to throw. And that's complete to Gates. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. Boy, excellent coverage there. Last week he had the interception, one reason why he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week.
So no jokes about not having hands, right? Because he got the pick last week. This week, he's knocked down a ball in this game so far. Let's see if he can get an interception as this one continues.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards.